Welcome back to White Mountains today. We have Rachel Wilkerson from Shawnee Peak. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here because you're a first-timer.
I am.
Awesome.
First time to TV, so.
Yeah, wonderful. And new to Shawnee Peak, too. What was your impression of the mountain as you drove up?
Well, I can actually see the mountain from my house.
You can?
But you mean the very first day that I drove up? Well, it's just a really exciting time for me. You know, with any new job, you bring enthusiasm, and
Absolutely.
it's
and new eyes too, because I love that area. As we're looking at pictures, it really is a scenic beauty. You see the mountain as you're driving on the road, rises up to the right. You have that water right there. It is gorgeous.
And today it was really gorgeous. As I was driving past over the causeway, the lake was steaming, and it's still got little bits of snow in the dark areas or right up top. So.
And do you guys still have any kind of foliage going on? It's kind of twilight here. But
it's burnt, but this morning when it had the early morning sun, it was still gorgeous. So.
And now we have a big storm on the way.
I know. I was hearing something like 8 inches overnight. So
maybe up to 10.
We'll take it.
Yeah,
but
it's amazing though. Before Halloween, I mean. Is the resort bustling now? Are you guys changing any plans?
We still have just a year-round crew on right now. We're starting to the directors and whatnot are starting to come in. So every day there's a little bit more noise. So it's getting more lively as we go on. So.
And you guys are going to have a great base coming into the ski season. Do you have a
Absolutely.
projected opening date, or?
We actually don't project to open until December. December 10th is what we're thinking right now. We don't blow snow until after Thanksgiving, just in case it does. We do go through a hot spot, but December
well, they're
10th.
Supposed to. I think after this cold snap, they're supposed to have a gradual warm up into next week. So that's pretty smart.
Yep. So December 10th.
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm sure there'll be people out getting some fresh tracks.
Oh, I'm sure, absolutely. So let's talk about some of the stuff you have going on. I mentioned earlier, so we'll just cover it real briefly, but you have a nighttime race series that people, as the season gets a little closer, will get more information about that. But you also have your season passes. You have some special deals going on. We
do. Well, right now, most of our seasons passes, the early bird, have already gone through, but we do still have the night seasons pass for $155. It's a great rate. It's 70 plus nights of skiing. Wow. And we do have top to bottom open. It's 19 trails, 4 lifts, 2 different terrain parks to ski on. So it's a really, really good deal. Yeah. So that's still pre-season. And right now also I should probably plug that we have the October online ticket sale. It's 2 anytime tickets. They're $92, so that's the best price of the season. Yeah. And you can buy those only online until October 31st. So
oh, really? Halloween. So they have to move.
They do. 3 more days.
All right, good. Yeah. Well, not even, because what? Well, October is Monday.
Monday.
So, I guess
I'm counting
Monday,
today.
Yeah. So they can go to ShawneePeak.com?
ShawneePeak.com. If you go to the home page, then it'll link you right through. So.
Fantastic. Now, as the new person on board, are there any events that kind of piqued your interest coming up this season that you're like, oh, I'm going to look forward to that one?
Well, we have, the big one really is the Mountain View Vertical Challenge. Right. And then we do, during the vacation weeks, we do a lot of things for the families. So there's the family day, and just still sitting our calendar. So, but you know, there's some really cool events coming up.
Excellent. Again, you can find that online. The new thing this year, though, that you mentioned to me before we came back, were some cabins and or a cabin and a yurt.
Yes.
That are on the top of the mountain.
Yes, they're mountaintop. They are essentially right on the slope. So Sunset Boulevard, right up top. The yurt, there it is right there. It's a round tent for lack of being able to explain it any other way. The yurt looks out over Moose Pond. It's really spectacular. Oh my goodness. And the new, the cabin that is just about complete is also off Sunset Boulevard. It looks out towards Tuckman's Ravine though, so it's a great view. They're really, the people that have been up so far have just really loved it. They've really enjoyed the wilderness experience of it all. People have been hiking up, you know, in winter you'll be able to ski up. But just, they sleep 4, so 2 different bunk beds, little kitchenettes, little stove.
So you pack in your food?
You pack in your food, and you pack in whatever you would like to sleep in, sleeping bags or, you know, sheets, whatever.
But you have, as you mentioned, the bunk beds. So
you're not on the floor. You're not on the floor. If you wanted to sleep more than 4 people, you certainly can. Okay. You just have to bring up an air bed or something like that.
And do they have a little heating system at all? Like
they do. We haven't put those in so far because the yurt is really heat efficient. efficient, but we do need to get one in now so that we're getting our wood stoves to put in there, so they'll get nice and toasty.
Oh, well, I've been in a yurt before, up in a little bit more northern New Hampshire, and those things do get so warm.
That's amazing.
Surprisingly.
It's really amazing. We had a group of ladies up there last week, and they took a little heating unit up there with them, and they got too hot. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So this is going to be great. How do people rent them?
You would have to go online, take a look at it, and you can also shawneepeak.com. It's it's in the lodging section, and then you can call in and just get all the details that you want. So
fantastic. All right. So the cabin, the yurt, that's all new, and then your night pass is still on sale through the end of October.
Yep.
And you also have a job fair coming up?
We do. We have a job fair coming up. So all of our seasonal positions, they are going to be on offer. They're all online too right now. So if you, the job fair is Thursday, so that's November 3rd from 4 to 7. And then on Saturday, November 5th, from 10 to 1. So.
And what should people bring if they're looking to, should they have a resume all set up, or how's that work?
There's an application posted online. If they want to fill out their application, bring that in. Like I said, all the department heads will be there. They'll be ready for interviews. And so people should come prepared to sit down and do an interview. So,
okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I know the staff really makes a mountain.
Absolutely.
And our own Meg Simone actually always goes over to Shawnee Peak.
I've seen lots of pictures of
Yeah,
Meg.
she's awesome. And she loves that race series, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to come over and sample the cabin and the yurt.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's gonna be fun with the kids.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it was $160 a night?
$160 a night, and then when they're skiing, that'll be a special package. So
great. So online is a place to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. And I should also mention the yurts and the cabins will be, you can rent them for a week if you wanted to at a discounted rate. So, yeah.
And you can just ski
ski
right out
in,
the door.
ski out, yeah.
Oh, I
all
love
week
it.
long.
Oh, great. I got my winter plans. Good. Rachel, thank you so much for joining us. Did we cover everything that you wanted to get out?
I think so. I think that's it.
And of course, folks, you can always go to ShawneePeak.com online. You can find out all this information, plus what's upcoming on the calendar for this great mountain over in Bridgeton, Maine. Rachel, thanks again.
Thanks for having me here.
Nice job. All right. We'll be back. We have, of course, a weather forecast because we have a storm on the way. Snow for the resort.